Our first guest tonight is the Emmy and Peabody winning host of Last Week Tonight, which airs Sundays on HBO and streams on Max. Please welcome back to the show our very good friend, John Oliver!
Yes, why not?
Last time you were on the show, we were about to do a New Year's Eve show together in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we did it.
And we talked about what our expectations were for a couple of party animals like you and I.
Yeah, that's right.
How do you feel like, how would you describe the way we rang in the new year?
It was a coin toss, right, of whether it was going to be an early night or cocaine-fueled gun banging orgy of some kind.
Yeah.
That sentence has got a lot of different things in it. I'm not sure they make a meal together.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we did Vegas the way that Vegas is designed to be done.
No.
But we did it our way.
We did it our way.
Which was finish the show, which was fine.
Fine. That's, by the way, the most fun thing about doing shows with you is walking off stage and you being like, fine.
Fine. That was fine. I think Siegfried and Roy used to say the same thing, right? Fine. That was fine until it wasn't.
Yeah. They're like, so they all fine? They were like, almost
I would say
all.
like 99.9%. Google it. The inevitable happened. We ended the night in a back room of a restaurant.
Yeah.
Right? Not eating.
No.
Instead being near, but not that close to the fireworks.
Yeah.
And crucially, you couldn't see down the strip without pressing your face up against the glass.
Yeah.
Like a Victorian orphan. Looking at a family eating a fine turkey dinner with a vibrant fire on the go. And it felt about right, didn't it?
It felt like a thing that both you and I hated.
Really did.
Like, I kept being there like, we're the headliners, and we're definitely not at a place we would pick.
That's right. That room did not seem like it was held for Jay-Z at any point.
They seemed surprised when we showed up. They were like, okay. We've got a very good room. Do you love fireworks? Okay, do you like them a little bit less than most people?
Because I've got the perfect room for that. You'll be near them, you'll hear a thud and some colourful smoke coming your way, but that's basically it.
I've been very lucky to see you monthly, which has been a delay. We've been doing a monthly residency at the Beacon, one of the great theaters in New York City.
Yes.
And we each do stand-up, and then we do a Q&A on stage.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the Q&A a great deal. It's the shaggiest thing I think either you and I do at all.
It's great, and we do tell people that they can and possibly should leave.
Immediately.
That's right. As a full disclaimer, like a verbal contract, if you can go, arguably you should go, the evening's entertainment is functionally over.
Yeah.
However, it's carrying on.
Yeah.
And so, then we answer questions with, various degrees of trying to help each other out from giving an answer that's too honest.
Yeah.
We're going to do more. We're actually extending our run.
Yeah. Look at that. Two guys who are like, they can't possibly.
I know, it's amazing. actual popular demand.
Yeah.
The market has decided it wants more, and it's one of the rare cases where I and the market agree. Normally, I think, really, market? Fruit Loops and Gatorade are doing a collab? Is this what people want?
The very funny thing happened the last Q&A, which is, and both of our shows have been nominated for the Writers Guild Award, which are being held that night. Oh, yeah. And the first person goes, hey, I have a question. First of all, I want to say congratulations to both of you for being nominated. And John, congrats on winning. So that's how I found out.
Yeah. I would say you flounced off that stage in a huff.
I huffed off. I did huff off. I feel like it was a bad, the way I huffed
like an angered Elizabethan wife.
For this I will not stand. What I love about doing stand-up with you is I think a lot of people, and I can fall into this trap as well, get very stressed before a show. But for you...
Oh, I love it so much.
It's contagious because you are very relaxed about stand-up.
It's the calmest I ever am is doing stand-up, which is an insane thing to say pathologically. Because the idea of doing stand-up gives people so much stress in general, but I'm so much calmer doing stand-up than I am on a beach. I do hate the beach.
Yeah, I do too.
So it's not an entirely fair comparison.
It is funny when people say, like, how do you talk for an hour? I go, how do I talk for an hour about what I'm thinking and no one's allowed to interrupt me? Oh, my God. How do I ever suffer?
With utter joy?
Yeah.
You can't. I'm amplified. I'm louder than you.
You did not, you did seem to suffer a little bit. You did Hot Ones.
Yeah, I did.
And this really grabs the moment.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone's eye might be drawn to the napkin work here, but look, I don't know if you can see the hairs on the back of your neck.
That is so true.
Nuts! Like, literally, the hairs on the back of your neck are like, we gotta get out of here!
Literally ejected from the follicles. I'm out.
Yeah.
He's doing something crazy.
It's the greatest show.
Oh, I love it. It was so fun. I will say, I did this literally seconds after he said, please don't touch your eyes. Well, yeah, good point. Touch, touch, touch.
Touch with napkin.
Yeah, it is so fun because it gets you genuinely off balance because you're in physical crisis. And he's asking really smart questions. So there are so many of my answers I was not able to internalize in real time what I was actually saying.
I feel like it's so hot, you weirdly time travel past.
Yes, it's amazing.
So you think there's time to change the answer, and you're like, no, wait, that answer was 5 minutes ago.
That's right. No, these are words out loud. These aren't in their head. These are for people's ears words. That's why it was so exciting watching Conan do it, because when you know what his body isn't even necessarily going through in that moment, but is about to go through for the next 24 hours, holy that brought an extra amount of joy to me.
Well, there should be a second Hot Ones, which is just like security cam footage of us the 24 hours after. Because everybody thinks it's the half hour that you do it is the painful. Oh, no. The next day is the worst.
No, you're basically anesthetized. That de bomb thing is a functional anesthetic.
Yeah.
You can't really feel anything physically or emotionally after that. It's only the next day when you wake up and think, why do I feel like I died? And my hairs are still stuck out on the side. We're mad at you.
I got a bunch more to ask John right after this.